Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments here for April 20th. Let's jump right into our charts and see what kicked off the new week. First up, we got our June live cattle on the board. We did see a little bit more downside here in this cattle market today. Prices settling back inside of Friday's range, which is kind of anticipated here coming into the week. We did see a pretty volatile day there on Friday, so needed to backfill some of that inventory, which is kind of exactly what we saw here late. This market did see a nice little breakout early off that opening range, but just failed to get any more traction there once it got above our bull pivot for the week, kind of failing up there near the high of the day around 249. We did see this thing kind of settling back here towards the middle point of Friday's range, which is a good spot to find support. We did see a good volume stepping in here, showing those buyers getting active here late today, right around 246. This thing kind of stabilizing here and offering a potential rally point as we head into tomorrow's session. We want to see the bulls come out swinging above today's closing price there at 246.15. If we get some opening range breakouts here, we should take another run back up there towards 248 to 249. Just need to get some good follow through above today's high, and that should get us marked back up here towards about 251.30 fairly quick and get this uptrend back on track. We still expect to see good support here. Just had a volatile day here. Just needed to backfill some of that inventory, but we should see support step in here throughout the rest of this week. This market still remains in a nice looking uptrend here, and we should see these bulls get this market moving back up towards those all-time highs here before the week is up. So continue to slow play this thing, let this thing stabilize and tighten up a little bit. If we get some early bids above 246.15 tomorrow, that could get us running back up there. But we want to see this thing continue to hold that 20-day average here and see if we can take another run back up towards those all-time highs. Next up, we got our feeder market on the board. We are seeing this market roll over into that August contract with today officially out overtaking May in terms of volume here. So we will be focusing on August here going forward as our new front month. Today we did see this feeder market showing a little bit more weakness. This thing settling back down there towards the bottom end of Friday's range. But similar to that live cattle market, we did see a lot of volume coming in here late as those buyers were able to support this market between about 361 and 362. Good showing late by the buyers, but just had plenty of downside here early in the day that we needed to digest that volatility from Friday. We did have an $11 range there on Friday, so this market just needs to stabilize and tighten up here before we can get the bulls rolling again. As long as the bulls are defending this 50-day average, they should see this be a good dip buying opportunity. We expect to see good support here throughout the remainder of this week and get this market moving back towards those all-time highs. The uptrend remains intact here in both live and feeder markets, and we should see the bulls take this thing back towards those all-time highs, or at least get started here before the week is up. Next up, we got our July corn futures on the board. We're also seeing this corn market roll out of May and over into July here, so we will be focusing on July going forward. Not a whole lot to be said here in this corn market, just continuing to see some choppy action here in the middle $4 range. This thing continuing to balance out here between 450 and 470. We continue to see some choppy action here in the middle of this range. Don't be diddling here in the middle. If you're going to get involved here in this market, wait here to play the edges. We should see this thing continue to bounce out here between 450 and 470. Not really expecting a whole lot of directional moves for this corn market. Look for this thing to stay comfortable here right around $4.50. And next up, crude oil prices. Seeing a little bit of downside here today. We actually did close above Friday's closing price, so technically we were higher, but good selling pressure here throughout the day session. This market getting a nice little pop off that Sunday night open. We did have some news that maybe excited those markets a little bit, but we are seeing a fade the news environment here at the moment. This market opening up, making a nice little push up there, but falling short of that $90 mark. Then during the day session here today, we did just spend most of our time chopping up here between 86 and 87. At the moment, this market doesn't look like it's getting excited about anything. We still could see a little bit of volatility here and be ready for some headlines at any moment. But right now, looking like this crude oil market is saying this thing is over, and we should see these crude prices settle back down here towards the $80 price point. Look for more downside here in this crude market here throughout the remainder of this week. And a similar story here in the S&P, just opposite sides. We did see the S&P kind of open up, each of our indexes that is, opening lower here, down near the bottom end of Friday's range on that Sunday night open. However, once again, another fade the news type of day here in the equity markets. This thing seeing some good upside today and a late push back up there towards 71.60 in this S&P contract. Nasdaq and the Dow also rallying back up here towards the top end of Friday's range, but putting in some inside days at the moment. This market continues to rub off or brush off any sort of negative news, and we continue to see this thing rally. So this market's looking good and strong here. Nothing really stopping it. We've continued to see good strength here back to these all-time highs, and we expect to see that trend continue here in the week ahead. Look for the upside to continue. Now's a good time to be putting money back to work, and this market should continue to show good strength here into the spring. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here tonight. We will catch you guys tomorrow.